Hello, in this video we will be covering a few examples based on these topics. So let's begin with the first question. There are two concentric circles of radii 5 cm and 13 cm. Okay, these are the circles. PQ is the diameter of the bigger circle. PQ is the diameter of bigger circle and QR is the tangent to the smaller circle touching at R. This is QR and we have to find length of PR. This length we have to find. Okay, let's say this is X. Now do some wishful thinking. I wish there was a line joining O to R. I wish there was this line. And this is nothing but radius of a smaller circle. And this radius will be perpendicular to the tangent QR. Radius is perpendicular to the tangent. This we'll see in circle's second video. Radius of the bigger circle is 13 and radius of a smaller circle is 5. So in this right triangle, we can say this third side will be 12 by Pythagoras theorem. Now take this triangle QRP. RO is the median as PQ is the diameter and O is the center. RO will be the median. We have two sides PQ and RQ and length of the median on one of the sides. So can we find the third side? Length of median is involved, so we'll go with Apollonius theorem and we can write QR square plus PR square is equal to twice of OR square plus OQ square. Put the values. QR is 12, QR square is 144 plus PR is what we have to find. PR square is equal to 2 times OR square is 5 square 25 plus OQ square is 13 square 169. This will give you PR square as 244. PR will come out to be root 244, that is nothing but 2 root 61. Okay. So whenever sides of a triangle and length of median is involved, Apollonius should be your go-to formula. Let's move on to the next question. ABCD is a parallelogram. So basics required here are that in a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. And opposite sides are also equal. AB is equal to DC and AD is equal to BC. Also, diagonals bisect each other. So AO is equal to OC and DO is equal to OB. Now in this triangle ABC, can we say BO is the median? As AO is equal to OC, BO will be the median. So median and the three sides are involved. We can go with Apollonius theorem. AB square plus BC square is equal to 2 times BO square plus AO square. AB is 15, 15 square plus BC is what we have to find, 2 times BO, BO will be BD upon 2, 9, 9 square plus AO will be AC upon 2, 6 square. This will give BC square as 9 and BC will come out to be 3. Now in place of a parallelogram, if a rhombus was given to us, AB is 15 and BD is given as 24, so BO will be 12. In a rhombus, all sides are equal, so BC is also 15 and diagonals bisect each other, so BO will be the median for this triangle ABC as AO is equal to OC. Now we have to find length of AC, so we can again apply Apollonius theorem. But wait, kyun thak rahe ho? In a rhombus, there is one more property that diagonals bisect each other at right angles. That's right. This triangle AOB is a right triangle, so we can directly apply Pythagoras theorem here and save time. This OB is 3 times 4 and AB is 3 times 5. That means AO should be 3 times 3, that is 9 centimeter, and AC is nothing but twice of AO. This is 18 centimeter, 18 units I must say. Next question. two sides and one angle is given. Find the third side and the two remaining angles. Now two sides and the included angle is given. Immediately you should think of cosine rule. It need not be included angle. If the two sides and one angle is given and third side is to be found out, you should immediately think of cosine rule. Cos C will be equal to a square plus b square minus c square upon twice of ab. Put the values. Cos C, C is 60 degree, cos of 60 is 1 by 2, that would be equal to a, that is 1 plus root 3 whole square, plus b, that is 2 square minus c square upon 2 times 1 plus root 3 into 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled, and we are going to transpose this. 2 plus 2 root 3 is equal to, open this bracket, 1 plus 2 root 3 plus 3 plus 4 minus c square. 2 root 3 will get cancelled, and c square will come out to be 6. That simply means c is root 6. Now we have the value of c as root 6. Now angle and its opposite side is known, so we can apply sine rule. Sine C is equal to, sine C upon C is equal to sine B upon B. Now sine C is what? Root 3 upon 2, and length of side C is root 6. Root 6. This is equal to sine B, that we have to find, upon length of side B is 2 units. 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and sine B will come out to be 1 upon root 2. That simply means angle B is equal to 45 degree. Angle B is 45 degree. Angle A will be 180 minus 45 minus 60, that is 75 degrees. Let's move on to the next question. This one is pretty easy. Ratio of angles is given as 1:2:3, and we have to find ratio of sides, ratio of length of sides. Now total angle sum is 180 degree. So we can find the individual angles, right? Angle A is 1 out of 3 plus 2 plus 1, 1 out of 6. So angle A is 1 by 6 into total, that is 180 degree. This will be 30 degrees. Angle B will be 2 out of 6 into 180, that is 60 degree. Angle C, we can subtract 30 plus 60, 90 from 180, or we can write 3 out of 6 into 180, that is 90 degrees. So the triangle will look like this. A, B and C, this is 90, this is 60 and this is 30 degree. Okay. Now in Pythagoras theorem video, we directly studied ratio of sides for a 30, 60, 90 triangle. So this will be 1, root 3 and 2. So you can directly write the final answer as 1 is to root 3 is to 2. Or if you don't remember this, we can derive here only. By sine rule, we can say A upon sine A is equal to B upon sine B is equal to C upon sine C. And this, let's say this is equal to K. That means A is to B is to C will be equal to K sine A is to K sine B is to K sine C. K sine C. K I can cancel out from this ratio. I can divide throughout by K. Okay. And sine A is to sine B is to sine C. I have all three angles. Sine 30 is what? 1 by 2. Sine 60 is root 3 by 2. And sine 90 is 1. So this ratio is nothing but multiply by 2 throughout. 1 is to root 3 is to 2. Next question. Next and last question of this video. Length of all three sides are given. AD is angle bisector of angle A. That means this angle and this angle are equal. We have to find length of AD. We have to find this length of this median. Okay. BC is given to us as 5, and we can apply angle bisector theorem to this complete triangle ABC to get individual length of BD and DC. How? AB upon AC will be equal to BD upon DC. AB is 4, AC is 6, so BD upon DC will be equal to 2 upon 3, and we know BD plus DC is 5, BC is 5. That simply means BD will be equal to 2 and DC will be equal to 3. Now what? In this small triangle ABD, we know two sides. This is 4 and BD is 2. This is 2 and DC is 3. So we know two sides 4 and 2, and we know something about this one angle. If this angle was known, we could have applied cosine rule to get this third side, right? We don't know this angle, but we know something about it. See, cosine rule can be applied if any two sides and any one of the angle is given. It need not be the included angle. We can get the third side by it. Only while writing the formula, you need to consider two sides and the included angle. Okay. Now we know something about this angle, that this angle is equal to this angle. So we can apply cosine rule in this triangle ABD, and we will get an equation in theta and x. Next we will apply cosine rule in this triangle ADC. Again we will get an equation in theta and x. We have got two equations in theta and x, two equations, two variables, easily solvable. So in this first triangle, we can write cos theta as 4 square plus x square minus 2 square upon 2 times 4 times x, that is 8x. And in this second triangle ADC, we can write cos theta is equal to x square plus 6 square minus 3 square upon 2 into 6 into x is 12x. We can equate these two cos thetas. 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are 12, and cross multiply, and we'll get 36 is equal to 3x square. Sorry, 36 plus 3x square is equal to 2x square plus 54. This is what you will get in the end, and x square will come out to be 18, which will give x as root 18 or 3 root 2. Length of this median will be 3 root 2. Now there is one more part to this question. What if another angle bisector BE is drawn bisecting angle B, and the two angle bisectors meet at I? Now what if we have to calculate BI upon IE? BI is to IE is to be calculated. Now in this triangle ABE, BI upon IE is what? AB upon AE. We have applied angle bisector theorem. Consider this angle bisector AI. Okay. And AB is given to us as 4. All we have to do is calculate AE. And we will do it the same way we did for BD. In this complete triangle ABC, BA upon BC is what? AE upon EC. Okay. And BA is 4 and BC is 5. So AE upon EC is 4 upon 5. So AE is to EC is 4 is to 5. Complete AC is given to us as 6. So AE will be 4 parts out of 9 into the total 6. That is 8 by 3. 8 by 3. Okay. So BI upon IE will be equal to AB upon AE, that is 4 upon 8 by 3. This will be equal to 3 by 2 is the final answer. That's it for this video. I hope this example was clear to you, and I do hope the questions discussed in this video were sufficient to give you an overview of Apollinaire theorem, cosine rule, sine rule, and angle bisector theorem. Thank you.